Did you know that in Greek mythology, a queen bragged she was better than a goddess and lost all 14 of her children in a single afternoon? Her name was Niobe, Queen of Thebes, rich, powerful, and absolutely convinced she was untouchable. And one day she stood before her people and said it out loud. She had 14 children. The goddess Leto had only 2. So why were people praying to Leto instead of her? Those 2 children were Apollo and Artemis. By sunset, every single one of Niobe's children was dead. Apollo took the sons. Artemis took the daughters. Arrow by arrow. No mercy. No pause. And Niobe herself? She wept so long and so hard that the gods turned her into a rock that weeps to this day. One sentence. 14 funerals. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a boy begged to drive the sun across the sky, and Zeus had to strike him down before he burned the earth alive? His name was Phaethon. His whole life, people told him he was lying, that Helios, the sun god, could not possibly be his father. So when he finally stood before Helios and got the truth, he asked for one thing. One day with the chariot. Helios said yes. He could not say no to his son. The moment Phaethon grabbed the reins, the horses felt it. A mortal's grip. Weak. Wrong. They bolted. The chariot swung too low and forests burst into flames. Rivers dried up. The earth started dying. Zeus watched from Olympus. He had one choice. He threw his thunderbolt and Phaethon fell from the sky, burning into a river far below. He never wanted power. He just wanted people to believe him, and his father's love killed him. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a god murdered a man in cold blood simply because he chose Apollo over him? His name was Hyacinthus, and he was so beautiful that 2 gods wanted him at the same time. Apollo, the sun god himself, loved him deeply, but so did Zephyrus, the god of the west wind. And Hyacinthus chose Apollo. Zephyrus could not handle that. One afternoon, Apollo and Hyacinthus were playing discus together, laughing, relaxed. Zephyrus watched from above and made his decision. When Apollo released the discus, Zephyrus blew it sideways, hard. It struck Hyacinthus in the head and killed him instantly. No punishment came, no trial, nothing. Apollo held him as he died and could not save him. So he did the only thing he had left. He turned the blood soaking into the ground into a flower, the hyacinth, still growing today, named after a boy 2 gods loved and 1 god destroyed. Did you know that in Greek mythology, 2 gods competed for the same city, and the one who lost flooded it out of pure spite? Poseidon and Athena both wanted Athens, so the gods held a vote. Each would offer the city 1 gift, and the people would choose. Poseidon struck his trident into the ground. A massive spring burst from the rock, but the water was salt water. Useless. Athena planted an olive tree. Food, oil, wood. Practical. Useful. Perfect. The people chose Athena. Poseidon was so furious he flooded the entire region. A god lost a fair vote and threw a tantrum that nearly drowned a civilization. Did you know that in Greek mythology, the goddess of love and beauty was born from the ocean, and what caused that sea foam is something nobody ever talks about? Aphrodite, the most beautiful being in existence, worshipped across the entire ancient world. But here is how she was actually born. The Titan Cronus took a sickle and castrated his own father, Uranus. He threw the severed flesh into the sea, and from the foam that gathered around it, Aphrodite rose, fully formed, radiant, perfect. The goddess of beauty has the most disturbing origin story in all of mythology, and somehow, nobody ever mentions it. Did you know that in Greek mythology, Zeus turned his girlfriend into a cow to hide her from his wife, and then his wife asked for the cow as a present? Zeus panicked when Hera got suspicious, so he transformed Io, a priestess he was seeing, into a white cow. Problem solved, right? Wrong. Hera walked up, completely calm, looked at the cow, and said she wanted it as a gift. Zeus had no choice. He handed over his own girlfriend with a straight face. But Hera wasn't done. She assigned a 100-eyed giant named Argus to guard Io every second of every day. No sleep, no escape. Just a cow standing in a field, being watched by a monster with 100 eyes. Zeus eventually sent Hermes to kill Argus and free her. So Hera sent a gadfly to sting Io for the rest of her life, chasing her across the entire world, stinging her until she lost her mind. Zeus thought he was clever. Hera made sure Io paid for it forever. Did you know that in Greek mythology, one of Troy's greatest heroes went completely insane, all because he lost a vote over a dead man's armor? His name was Ajax, massive, fearless, the kind of man armies moved away from. When Achilles died, his divine armor had to go somewhere. The Greeks voted. Odysseus won. Ajax snapped. That night, he slaughtered an entire flock of sheep, believing they were his enemies. He laughed. He celebrated. He thought he had won. Then morning came. He saw what he had actually done, and Ajax, the man no sword could stop, fell on his own blade. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a goddess asked Zeus to make her boyfriend live forever and accidentally condemned him to something far worse than death? Her name was Eos, goddess of the dawn. She loved a mortal man named Tithonus so deeply that she went straight to Zeus and begged for one thing: eternal life for him. Zeus granted it, but Eos forgot one word: youth. Tithonus lived and kept living. He aged for centuries, shrinking, withering, unable to die. The woman who loved him could only watch. She got exactly what she asked for, and it destroyed them both.